Hey everybody on YouTube, it's Foxberry BJD here, and today I'm going to be doing a body review on the Luts Delf Kiwi. The only difference between the new body, which would be the romantic bust, and this build one would be just the bust size. One is just larger than the other. First things first I want to start at is measurements wise. Luts Delfs were about 6 to 7 size wig. Eyes are 16 to 14 I believe, and then shoe wise is 8 millimeters long. Clothes are pretty good. They're kind of a in-between, slim but yet not, so they're pretty much all round. Resin quality is very nice and smooth. It's not hard or, well, not hard, well of course it is hard, but just not rough feeling. Overall, really nice quality on the resin. It's kind of a nice light creamy color even with the blushing. It's not too white, and this is the normal real skin. So as compared to me and her, I'm more of a darker tan than her. I believe when it deals with the white skin, it's very white, kind of like this white. What we'll be doing first, I will be doing her head and going down. First things first with the head. This is her looking straight, and when we get into the head cap, which is held by magnetics, it's really simple. You know, clip on, clip off. It's nice sturdy magnets. When you look inside, we have our standard S-hook, our cross, which has where the S-hook, you pull it through and flip it over so it goes into these notches here. Eye putty, eyes are held in. Head movement wise, it's pretty good. You got your down, that's only how far she can go. Up wise is pretty good. Side to side. Now she can do a whole 360, but no thanks on that, mainly because mess up the strings in her head. And then we get to when it deals with the neck, it's pretty well done. It's not long or anything. Next we'll be doing her arms. Now her arms are one piece, 2, 3, and then 4. The hand and the wrist is a one whole piece, and it's held together with an S-hook. Now for the kid Delfs, their elbows are double jointed, but their knees are not. They're single jointed. I'll get onto that later. So she's able to, you know, touch her face pretty good. Pat her on the back if she wanted to. And this is what they call an L shape. Not a lot of people like it. I don't really mind it at all. So when it deals with that, I don't really care. But movement wise, it's really nice and stable. Positioning wise, it's pretty good. She's not hot glued suede or felt, so until I do that, she'll probably be able to do kind of like this kind of thing. And then we get on to our hand movement. It's only how far it can go. So it's really good for up and down wise. And then when we get to this, she can't really do much side to side motion, which I don't really mind because she doesn't do that much with that. And then we get onto our torso piece. The torso piece is 2 pieces. Some companies, I know that Ring Doll, for their boys, it's sometimes 3 to 5 pieces. So each company's different. Some are saying when it does with torso wise, some are not. This is how she normally stands. This is her slouching forward at one setting and slouching forward at the farthest. Now with the farthest setting, there is a lip here. And she slouches pretty good. So if I want to have her in a sitting position, she's pretty good. It looks better with clothes on for sure. And then when she slouches back, that's only how far she can go. Kind of stinks though. I mean, I thought she would slouch a little bit better, but it's actually, well, backwards anyway. It's actually pretty good. So when you pull it all the way at the front, it has a little marking here that says Luts. Now the cool thing about Kid Delfs is when you're restringing them, their parts, the inside of them, have like R and L. So it makes it really simple for you to put them back together. Because I know sometimes it can be a little bit difficult when you're trying to restring them. Like I had to put her back together to do the body blushing. I didn't do it as one whole piece like some people do. And then we get onto her legs. Now her legs are really quite interesting. She does have swirl joints, but the cool thing about them is that they have teeth. Now you're probably wondering, what do I mean by teeth? Let me see if there you go. See those ridges in there? What that does, when I have her leg up like this, I'm able to do that, switch it around, so she can even hold it like this. See, hear that clicking? That's the noise that it makes, which is really cool. And you can see where the string is in her hip, and then when you pull out her leg, there's these ridges here. I'm not sure if you can see. There you go. Those ridges right there keep the leg in place when she's sitting, so she won't be doing, you know, flopping around or anything. Pretty well stable. When we talk about how many pieces are actually inside the leg, you have your swirl joint here, the thigh, the calf, the ankle piece, and the foot. And what's pretty cool about the ankle piece is that most companies, except for like Fairyland, who have it where it's like a magnetic part or an S-hook, you don't have no S-hook in here. What it's held by is that, the string and this like maiden hook into the resin piece. So you have this thing kind of floating and a peg there, so it holds it inside. So you're able to do a lot of movement, and it actually kind of pops out sometimes, that peg. And I've done it where it kind of makes like a clicking noise, and I've got it where it like stick out her foot. It always does it better on this one for some reason. That doesn't want to do it for me, so it does pretty good movement wise, you know, side to side when you hold it. Pretty good. Up and down's pretty good too, especially down. It's only as far as it go. Upwise, I mean, you can't really do much movement in your feet anyway. Posing abilities is really good. I'm able to do all different kinds of things with her. Sometimes it just depends on how you do string them. When she came to me strung, she was pretty well strung. I was quite surprised, and I didn't even have to unstring her or anything. So you can see she's kind of standing there on her own. Pretty stable, I have to say. The cool thing though about Kid Delfs that I really do like is the body proportion. Especially with the normal bust like this one, she looks like an actual child. Not, I mean, I'd say she looks about 10 or 11, which is her age, which really works out for me. Luckily for those people that do want to have it where they're more mature, MSD, they now have a bigger bust. So the only thing that's going to be different is, of course, the chest area. Body shape that I know of hasn't changed from the pictures. The males, they pretty much look the same. Of course, there are some differences, of course. The one thing I do want to shout out there about the Kiwi sculpt is that they do have kind of big ears. I thought that was just me, but they do have kind of big ears. I was quite surprised. So for people that don't like bigger ears, don't get her. But overall, nice sculpt, well built. Another thing about the sculpting into the body is just how well they did it. Not sure if I can get that to focus. How well they did the hands. They're very nice. You can see like where the little pinky is and stuff. And same thing with the back. The back is very nice. You can see like the slight shape of her shoulder blades, where her back is, a nice crease in the butt. Legs are pretty nice too. Nicely curved. Feet are gorgeous. Very nice. Nicely done. One thing I do also want to say about the company itself, the service is really good. She came in a total of 26 days including shipping, which I was quite surprised because I know some people wait longer. Overall, I'm really happy with the quality. The service was really good. Just to give like a little size comparison to those people that are new to the dolly world and still trying to figure out what they want to get, this would be a 1/6 doll. I don't have her body in yet. I'm going to be ordering it soon. This is a Obitsu 21 to 23 head 03 that I got from Junkie Spot. Good service too there. So pretty much there's a huge difference. She would use 8mm and she uses 16. So there's a huge difference in there. So just to give you kind of like a little size comparison, a little bit more real life, some fish food. So her head's about big as that, and when you compare it to these, really small. I mean, that's really tiny. So overall, I love it. I love her. She's really good. I don't have any pros or cons on the doll yet. I mean, the only con that I know that a lot of people complain about, the Delfs, and it seems to happen to a lot of Kiwi owners, it has happened to me, is that the string and this hook here in her foot does tend to snap out. That has only happened to me twice. One when I was putting on her shoe and I was fiddling around with it and it decided to pop off, and the second time after I placed it in, when I was restringing her, it did it again. But I bet that was on my fault, but some people have it a little bit worse than me. I know a lot of people do complain about that, but I don't really get the issue. I don't think it's the sculpt or anything or the body, just how it is, how the person does it. So overall, great doll, no complaints, nice body, and I do know that the skin color for Luts does match Mini EP, which is Fairyland, and I think sometimes Volks depending on the year. That's pretty much it. You can find me either on Flickr or Dovetree BJD, which I'll post a link in the bottom. I'll also post a link of the model, the mold of her, where I got her from, the website to Luts, and a website to Junkie Spot. If you have any more questions, just either post a comment or PM me. Nice talking to you guys. See you later. Bye.